Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Raw Reflections with Steph. Welcome to week 1. It has officially seized, and y'all, it was chaotic. It was so chaotic. I think I was in my head a lot because I was trying to figure out, like, well, how do I do this? How do these people do this crap? This is really hard. I was like, oh my gosh. But then I had to simmer down and I said, Steph, you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be perfect. And having ADHD is really hard when you're trying to balance 50 million thoughts in your head. So bear with this week's content. I am praying week 2 is a little bit easier now that we have gone through week 1. So if you're new here, I am doing the 12-week year where basically I am focusing on 2 to 3 goals in 12 weeks in order to become more disciplined in my habits a little bit more as far as like my YouTube and my fit goals and anything else that I want to do. I feel like if you break it down in these 90 days, it allows you an easier way to get things done, honestly. And it has made me more motivated to want to get things done. So I'm excited about that. So I've decided to focus on my YouTube and my fit goals. At first, I was a little back and forth, and I was like, you know what, since we're continuing on the fit goals, let's just use that one. Maybe we'll add budgeting when we redo the 12 weeks, whatever the case is. It doesn't mean that I'm not working on it. It's just right now my top 2 priorities are my YouTube and my fit goals. So first things first, I decided I wanted to check my analytics. So week 1 is all about preparation. So I won't say that you won't be doing things. It's just you're kind of like preparing your mind to get started in week 2, because week 1 will allow you to prioritize, organize, and kind of get your brain to work like, okay, this is what we're really doing. So like I said, I focused on my YouTube and my fit goals. And first things first, I wanted to check my analytics. I'm upset I did not calculate my watch time hours, because if you did not know, if you don't upload and your watch time hours are not being consistently watched, you can get out of the creator program. So currently I'm not in the creator program, but it's all right. We did it before, we can do it again. That's the goal for the 12 weeks. So I went over my analytics. I currently have 5,912 subscribers, and my goal is to gain about 500 subscribers throughout this 90 days. I feel like that's very realistic and doable if I stay consistent and do the behind the scenes work. Then I found a template from a YouTuber on here. I'll drop her information below and the template if you guys want to follow along. I don't know about you, but with my ADHD brain, I need multiple things. So I decided, you know what? Outside of my notes, I actually want to have something on my computer so that way I have a log on top of something else, because my brain just works a little bit different than a normal brain. So I found the Notion app and I was able to set up my YouTube and my fit goals. And as you see on the screen, I was able to organize this week's goals. I put the due date. I was able to put, of course, what this is called, the 12-week year. I included this week's date, which of course passed. And then I started to put tasks into both of these bullets as far as the YouTube and the fit goals. And then you'll see Monday through Sunday where you're able to work. Remember when if you guys followed my original video, every day throughout the week, or you pick certain days throughout the week to work on some of these things in your main goals, tasks per se. And this allows you the freedom to break it up and you don't feel overwhelmed and stressed. Now for me, the part that came stressed was when I was trying to figure out this nitty gritty. And then I remembered I had my big calendar where I used to set up for like my kids' days out of school, because I don't know about your kids, but my kids seem to be out every other week. And being as though one is in middle, one is in elementary, their days do not correlate. So it'd be all over the place, honey. Like I don't be having time. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use my big calendar and I'm going to set it up. I'm still working on that, as you guys see in this video. I was trying to figure out like, okay, well, do I put my film days on there? I was kind of being in my head, like I said. Hey guys, so I wanted to pop in here real quick to discuss the big planner, this big shebang. So it's so easy to utilize your phone, and you guys see me put together my week by week digital thing on Notion because I want to actually utilize that as well. But that's not always realistic. So for my brain, I need to map it out on the bigger thing because I have kids. They have days that they're out of school. I feel like they're always out of school. But I can pinpoint on here things that I need to eyeball for the month in a whole because it allows me that time, that flexibility, like when I want to film a video or other things. So that's why you see me doing this, because it's gonna come in hand for it. I was overthinking when I should not be overthinking, because if you go back to my Notion template, I was able to actually develop a schedule. So I think because I was in preparation mode, I was like, well, how am I gonna film and put a video out in these days? And I was like, well, Steph, you're doing the preparation now. So you're gonna try to be at least a week or two ahead. And that's what my brain was not correlating. It was funny. And then I have this behind the scenes video that I'm gonna show you where I was ranting about why week 1 needs to be the preparation week. And I'm gonna insert that clip right now. Hey guys, checking in. Today is Thursday. We are 4 days into week 1. And this is why it's so important to make your first week preparation week where you don't necessarily begin. First week is all about just preparing. So like with work, real life is still happening. Okay, so you have to understand that in a whole. So like I was so busy Tuesday and Wednesday. I did a little bit on Wednesday, as you guys seen the clip, but today's Thursday and I woke up this morning. I was a little low on energy yesterday, but I woke up this morning and said, why does it look like, what the fuck? I don't know. But anyways, I woke up this morning and said, I want to make some changes to my 12-week plan far as my fitness goals. So as you've seen in previous clips, you see me actually put my YouTube and budgeting and fitness. So I did do 3 just in case because I still wasn't quite sure about my budgeting aspect. But I think I'm just gonna focus on my fitness and my YouTube, because with my fitness, it's not only just about losing weight, it's about just trying to get in a better, healthier habit, because I feel like it's just, I can explain more in the journey versus like telling my business budgeting wise, because I don't really feel comfortable, if that makes sense. So, cause I feel like with the budgeting aspect, you won't really get to see, you only get it won't be a good 12 weeks is what I'm saying. So I'm going back to the drawing board on the website that I found on Notion. The template will be down below. Thank you to the creator. I will tag her down below for it. And I want to kind of go over that. So that's why I say the first week is all about preparation, like figuring out what you want to do and how you want to go about. And then I have some additional clips where you see me working throughout the week. Now, I really didn't do too much on the weekend, but in week 2, you'll see that I went off and checked off the things that I did for this week. Week 1 was a little chaotic, like I said. I know what I want to improve on into week 2. I think that it's actually really fun to see yourself working behind the scenes and really doing the work. Like I said, it has motivated me. So I feel like that's a plus. Downside is I just was in my head. And I think with going into week 2 and knowing what I want to do in week 2, I think that'll be a little bit easier as far as my goals. This week's goals, like I said, was all about preparation, was getting my YouTube together. And my fit goals, I actually didn't even talk about those, sorry. But you see on my Notion screen record, you'll see I'm just trying to stay consistent with my workouts. I was just trying to really prepare because I haven't been tracking my meals. So I was like, you know what, let me find my TDE, your daily expenditure macros, or whatever it's called, basically finding your macros. And so I did that, and then I started to develop. I didn't even get to show it because, like I said, this week was kind of chaotic. So we're going to do better in week 2. But the good thing is we're working, and that's what it's about. It's about trial and error. It's not about overthinking the process, because there is no right way to do it. And long as you stay consistent, you will get the good end result. Because my end result at the end is I want to hit my fit goals, and I just want to hit that YouTube goal and be consistent all around across the board. That's the top 3 for me. And daily habits build up for the long term. So I'm excited. So come back for week 2 where we get into the nitty gritty. Week 2 is all about putting preparation into action. And I'm excited about that. So pray for your girl. We don't overthink in week 2 and all of this smooths out. So make sure you watch my latest episode on breaking generational curses. That was actually a great episode. I actually filmed it in between doing all of this, which I'm really proud of. So like I said, it's getting me back into that mode, y'all. And I'm really excited after taking a year off. So let's go, y'all.